Oh boy. Oh! Oh my God! What's up, guys? We're here. Welcome back to the channel. So, we had a little bit of time off with some life stuff, but we're back. We got the Blood Mage arc. This is the step before the final push of the endgame version, as you guys saw right in the beginning with the clear and the boss fights. So I wanted to bring you guys this full version and just break down everything that you need to know about the gear, the skills, everything, how to play it exactly, because I know the comments in my last video, some people had some struggles, but I hope that everything in that last video really helped out. But if you guys got some more answers or questions, let me know and I'll answer them down in the comments. So let's get into it. We are still Blood Mage arc. We are still blasting. We found out a really sweet tech with some of the new support gems that are in the game. But first things first, let's go over the ascendancy. Then we'll get into the gear, the skills, etc. So we got Sanguimancy. This is free. Then we're going to be taking Vitality Siphon. This is required for the build. We have to leech. We are 100% converting arc into pure life cost. This is costing me 1,090 life to cast arc. I have 3,088 life, but with life remnants, this is going to go up much higher. So don't be too scared. I'll demo it and I'll show you guys. It's not bad. You will be fine. But the leech from Vitality Siphon is 100% required. You have to do this. Oh, and where's my hat? We got my hat. Okay. So you have to have this. Next, of course, we got Sunder the Flesh because we are 100% crit on arc. We're sitting at 71,000 DPS at the moment. We have 100% crit chance on arc. This is also shown in the POB. And then we are not taking Gore Spike. You may be like, well, why not Gore Spike? It's a lot of crit damage bonus per 50 life. It is, but it isn't. So we're going to pass on Gore Spike. We're going to come over here for Grasping Wounds for a little bit of sustainability and some defense. But we're mainly coming down for Crimson Power, so we gain additional maximum life equal to 100% of the item energy shield on equipped body armor. So we are getting 969 ES. It's actually a little bit less because that is also included with the greater iron runes. So I'm pretty sure that the iron runes do not contribute to this. It's only whatever the flat ES is on the build or on the armor piece. So yeah, it's a little bit less than 969, but this gets converted over into our life. You can see that if we take this off, we go to 2,061 life there over here in the corner. And we would put this on, we go over to 3,088. So we're gaining 1,000 life just from the body armor. So here's our ascendancy. Very nice. It really makes the build work, okay? So let's get into the gear pieces here. We made a lot of changes from our last video and the items because now we are going WIDOWHAIL with a quiver offhand as opposed to our traditional wand and focus. Now, there's a lot of controversy here, talking with some of the community members and talking with some of the guys. Big shout out to Demon, again, for helping me with this build and getting this out. So, the reason that we decided to go with WIDOWHAIL and Primed Quiver is because one thing, it is literally just the cost of the endgame version of these gear pieces. Okay, right now we are at in a level 31 arc. My arc is naturally 19. We don't have a level 20 skill gem yet, and we still haven't corrupted it, which is 2 more levels to get us to 33. And we can get even more levels if we had a 300% WIDOWHAIL. I only have a 266. So we could actually get upwards of and make arc level, or make it level 35, I believe, which is a huge amount of DPS in this game. So that's the main reason why we can get 1 more levels, and 2, it's way cheaper. To be able to get a WIDOWHAIL even at 266 corrupted with 2 sockets is way cheaper than getting a wand and a focus. Now, the maximum lightning levels you can get on a wand is +5. That is somewhere around 50 divine last I checked. It may be more, maybe less. I'm not sure. You could check for yourself to get similar stats what I have on here. And then to make a focus similar to what I have here, it's going to cost you a couple divines. So this is way cheaper than just getting a WIDOWHAIL even at 266. A 300% one's going to cost you a couple divines, but it's still way cheaper. And then in the Primed Quiver, this thing is so cheap. The only things that we care about is the plus to all level projectile skills and the projectile speed. Okay, I added on dexterity as well as the mana per enemy killed, just because really, dexterity just kind of helps us. You could try to add in another stat, but any of the other affixes on here does not matter. It doesn't even matter what base quiver that you get, because attack speed doesn't apply to us because we're casting spells. So it doesn't really matter which one you get. Just pick the one that you like. So it makes it significantly cheaper, especially when we're going to be able to get the same levels in arc. Now, the one downside that I will say to this is that when we go into the tree here, we do have to path all the way over here to the ranger side, because we need to get the master fletching and we need to get wrapped quiver for the bonuses, okay? We'll talk about that when I get more into the passive tree, but that is one downside. So if you do not want to, you know, path over here, you can stay with the wand and focus and just stay more into the witch side and get more of the nodes over here if you want. Right now, I have no problem mapping, no problem going through and doing bosses, so I really like what we have here just from a cost standpoint. Next, everything in here, the next piece of gear after these two is your body armor. You need to get as close to 1,000, 1,100 ES on here because of our ascendancy node. This is the next and most important gear piece in the build. Okay, this is really going to give you a lot of life, which makes the sustainability and survivability on this build really, really good. All ES, get any reses that you need for your build to kind of max out, and then you'll be good to go. Next is your amulet, where you want +3 to all spell skills and then critical hit chance. Get those as high as you can. The next one after that is going to be maximum life. I have a really bad roll at 17. I need this to be higher, but this is a really good entry level, not even entry level, like semi mid end game amulet. And then we anointed barbaric strength, which is going to give us 45% more crit damage bonus. The 10% of mana cost of skills does not matter. And then 10 light, 10 strength is just more life. But we always have the critical damage bonus because we are critting every single hit. Next is going to be the Seed of Cataclysm. This, at a max roll with the 20% quality, gives us 60 critical hit chance for spells and more crit damage and some chaos damage or chaos resistance. Again, mana cost does not matter because our main skill arc costs life. Next, on your gloves, belt, boots, and helmet, the main thing is life and resistances. The other main thing is on the helmet, you're going to want critical hit chance. This applies. You need to get the highest roll you can, get over 30%, and you should be pretty good. And then just life and reses and as much energy shield as possible. We're sitting at 4685 with 3000 life. We are pretty tanky. Okay, we're pretty tanky. The only time it gets scary is if we were casting multiple arcs too fast and you panic and your life really starts to go down. But even then, you should be okay. All right, so that's the gear, guys. Pretty straightforward. And then in the sockets, just work out any resistances that you need. If you no longer need resistances, then put the greater runes in. That just gives you more ES, which just makes your survivability even better. Now, let's get into the passive tree, guys. This tree is pretty wacky. It seems like it, but it's really not. So the main thing is we are going to go up. We want attack speed nodes for practical signs and pure energy for more ES. We're coming up and getting sudden escalation for crit hit chance and attack speed or cast speed. We are taking patient barrier as well as ingenuity for even more ES and mana. Then in here, we're doing a from nothing diamond jewel, which changes Eldritch Battery, everything around it. We do this because we want to get lightning quick for more lightning and cast speed. We're also taking Drench for more shock and damage. And then we're taking Controlling Magic because we get 25% crit hit chance on spells and a reduce hit, which is really nice for 3 points. It's pretty hard to beat. Then we're going to come down. We're grabbing Echoing Frost and Echoing Thunder. So we are still running Snap to make sure we're getting our lightning infusions for 200% more damage. So the cold should give us the chance to really do chill to enemies. When you're mapping, you're going to be doing basically one-shotting everything. Some elites take a couple shots, but that's okay. So Echoing Frost doesn't apply when we're mapping necessarily. We will get this a lot when we fight bosses. And then Echoing Thunder is just non-stop. So 30% increased elemental damage because we shock pretty much everything is really nice. We come in here for True Strike, for the Jugular, and Deadly Force because we want all the crit. We take maximum lightning damage with Wildstorm. So for one less point into pure power, we get about 2,000 more damage or DPS overall. So this, we don't actually have to stack up intelligence because now our intelligence is 212. You can actually reduce this, which is even better because then we can change a lot of these intelligence nodes into more strength, which will give us more life. I just haven't done that yet because right now our maximum intelligence that we actually need is 147. If you do get a level 20 naturally, and then you get up to like level 33, level 34, I think you only need 187 intelligence. So if you want to reduce your intelligence down because the mana is fine on these other two casts, then you can get more strength, which will give you more life, which helps your survivability. So feel free to do that. I just haven't done it yet. Throat Seeker for more crit damage. Yes, we have 20% reduced crit hit chance, but we're still 100%, and 60% damage is nuts. Then we're going to be taking Heart Stopping for more crit hit chance and Heart Breaking for more damage. And then, of course, we're going to path down here for the Wrapped Quiver for the bonuses from Equipped Quiver, and then Master Fletching for the same bonuses. Now, the way that we path is because we want all these jewel sockets. So we're having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we got 6 jewel sockets. The main reason that we want this is for jewels just like this. We only want 2 main stats. The other ones you can get whatever you want. We want projectile speed, the highest you can get, but you 100% want these 6% bonuses gained from Equipped Quiver. 6% is the highest roll that you can get on these. So get these jewels. This will max out your quiver bonuses, which is projectile speed and skills, which gives us more levels. Okay. And then, of course, with a higher WIDOWHAIL, it'll give us more levels from these jewels. Now, remember, with the WIDOWHAIL, every 50% gives you a level. So every 50% on the WIDOWHAIL gives you another level into Arc. So if you have 6% on these, 6 times 6 is 36. So there's 36% more. So right now, at 66%, plus the 36 puts me to 302%, which therefore I have enough jewels that give me one more level. So just keep that in mind when you're doing the jewels. Try to get as high a WIDOWHAIL as possible. But other than that, the tree is pretty straightforward. We're taking Crashing Wave for more crit hit damage because more damage because we're doing critical hits every single time. And then we're just doing a bunch of more crit damage. Like I said, we're sitting at 71,000 DPS currently. All right, let's go over the skills. We only need a few. We have remnants here, life remnants. We put in harmonic remnants, which is going to give us more more life remnants. So we collect more, which helps us stay alive. And then we also have remnant potency. So we get a 20% more effect of life remnants, which is really nice. So each remnant gives us 374 life. If we take this out, it doesn't show the increase, but it should be 20% more on top of that, which is really nice. Next, our main skill, Arc. We have projectile acceleration. So level 3. Increases and reductions to projectile speed also apply to projectile damage. Supported skills have 40% more projectile speed. So when we take this out, we lose a shit ton of damage. We're at 24,000 DPS. When we put this in, we go to 71,000 DPS. This thing is huge, non-negotiable. Zenith 2. We deal 30% more damage while we're above 90% of maximum mana. The only 2 skills that we use that cost mana is Orb of Storms and Snap. And right now, these things don't cost us literally anything. So we're always going to be above 90%. So this is a free 30% damage. You can see when we take it out, it's just free. Pinpoint Critical we have to take because this allows us to get to our 100% crit. We take it out, we go down to 62% crit chance. We put it in, and we're back to 100. Then our 2 breaking tech for the build. You guys may have seen this in other builds, I don't know, but Bloodletting converts all of our costs to life, and then we do 2% more extra physical damage per 10. We take this off, we lose 40,000%, and now we have 328 life costs. We put this in, it costs 1,000 life. It's a huge amount of damage. Okay, now, Zion's Temper, this is only for clear. This does not affect our overall DPS, but it does when you shoot because you're going to get a 20% chance to fire 8 more projectiles with Wild Shard, and they scatter across the entire screen and we clear everything. Now, when we go to fight a boss, we're going to take Wild Shards out because you don't need that. It's one boss. And we're going to put in your choice depending on how you feel. I do Deliberation for more damage. It doesn't change the life cost. It's going to make us use Arc a little slower, but it's 20% more damage while we're fighting a boss, which is huge. But if you do have a fear for your life and you kind of want to spam a little bit more, you can do a Efficiency 2, which is going to lower your overall DPS, but it does cost less. So now we cost 654 instead of 1,090, and at 3,088 life, and then that's before your remnants, you could spam a little bit more. I have found though with the life leech, you do not need it. You're fine. So I do deliberation for more damage. So next is Orb of Storms. We got overabundance, so you can drop 2, rapid casting, controlled destruction, as well as efficiency 2 for the cost. Then Snap, we got Harmonic Remnants. This is going to help get us our Lightning Remnants, which gives us 200% more damage. Magnified Area, so we got more area of effect, and then efficiency for the cost. Then, of course, we're doing Archmage with Lightning Mastery just for more base damage. I know that this is scaled based on how much mana we have, but it's just a flat 791, so it's a lot of damage just to have. If you want, you can experiment with Cast on Critical if you want with something. Totally up to you. I experimented with Lightning Conduit. You can do this too for bosses if you would really like. You apply a lot of shock, you can put this in here and do Lightning Conduit, but I have found that you don't really need it. So, how does this build work for running this build? It's easy. You're just going to walk, throw this. You see that the Wild Shard hits. We destroy everything in here. And Wild Shard just clears the map, as you guys saw from the clips in the beginning. So we're inside step, guys. Let's go ahead and show you how the build works. So we're just going to drop this stuff. We're going to just detonate everything. Grab some lightning infusions. And you'll see that, like, with the Siphon Temper, we just clear everything. It just nukes everything on the screen. And we should never have a problem with any monsters. And we literally just detonate everything. It's so great. You shouldn't have any issues with your life, guys. You should just be able to hit everything. I wouldn't like necessarily super spam this per se, but just like run around and you should just be able to kill everything. See, sometimes depending on the mods, it does take a couple hits. But man, you just walk around and you just nuke everything on the screen. You just absolutely nuke. I hate this map sometimes. See how far it clears? Look at that. We just clear everything here. Oh my god, absolutely everything, man. Gilded Staff level 4, nice. Oh, we got some guys that are invisible. And again, depending on the elites, guys, like it really just depends. Remember, you can hit the shocked ground too and just grab stuff. But see, life isn't a problem. And then once we grab some life remnants here, like our life just shoots up. Oh my god, I'm not even gonna grab the shrine. We just grab absolutely everything here. Now, you are gonna have to pay attention to trying to shock the ground, because there is sometimes where you're just not gonna be able to get shock on an enemy because you're just killing everything. But it is pretty nice. What is this thing? Oh, increased rarity. Cool. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much the build. Just make sure you hit your shots. Don't die. And you should be good. Because I always feel like sometimes I just miss with my arc, which is just a little strange. But, ooh, we got a ruined monolith here. Sweet. So we'll kill this guy. We'll get our shock. We'll summon this boss so you guys can kind of see how this works. Get him. Who are we going to get? Which one are we getting? And this is with just the Scion too. So see, I don't even have my extra damage on here, but oh my god, if I can hit a shot. Can I hit a shot? Thank you. And that's it, man. You can see that bosses aren't even a problem. Dueling wand. So yeah, this build is really, really nice, guys. All the links and everything will be down in the description below. So like the video, guys. Comment down below. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys have any questions, please let me know. And as always, stay gaming. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.